So, in life, we always try to do things with great passion. At least we should. Whatever we do, we should do it with passion, with warmth, within a fire kindled within us to accomplish whatever we need to accomplish. Whenever we do something without passion, without feeling, without a burning fire within us, somehow things don't come out right, and sometimes we may not be able to transmit the message that we want to do. As a rabbi, every week we look at the parasha, and we try to see how does the parasha connect with our weekly life, if not daily life. And there is such belief that every parasha, no matter what time it falls during the year, during the regular calendar, it has a message for us for that week, for whatever it is. But looking at the parasha of this week, for those of you who already read it, let me tell you, it's a very difficult one to find anything that is very inspiring in a sense for what's happening today or this week. We're speaking about a portion of the Torah that speaks about the offerings, with how we slaughter the animal, how we sprinkle the blood over the altar, how we divide the pieces of the animal, the lungs, the kidneys, the fat, so on and so forth, the cheeks, the muscles. Somehow, maybe for an anatomist, I think they'll find the parasha very, very interesting. Maybe even for doctors, they're going to find that parasha very interesting, with all the organs and the anatomy of the animal. But there is one pasuk that I found to be to speak to me, and I would believe to speak to all of us. And that pasuk is really the first chapter of the parasha. The first chapter speaks about the elevation offering, korban olah. The elevation offering, which begins all the offerings, is supposed to be an offering to elevate us spiritually, to elevate us from whatever level we are, to always try to strive to go upwards and elevate our soul, elevate our spirit, elevate our actions. And that pasuk concludes the paragraph that speaks about the elevation offering. It says, Esh tamid tukad ala mizbeach lo tichbe, that a permanent fire shall remain a flame on the altar, it shall never be extinguished. And our sages tell us that miraculously, that fire on the altar, it was there 24 hours, 365 days a year for several centuries. The first Bet HaMikdash lasted 410 years. The second one lasted 420 years. The Mishkan lasted almost for 400 years before those two temples. And that miraculously, that fire was always kindled from when it began till the destruction. And I think that fire speaks about the passion that it should be in all of us. A passion when we do something, a passion with our relationship with God, with our Creator, a passion that it should be with our relationship with our fellow human beings, passion that it should be with our fellow Jews, with our family, even with ourselves, to have that passion, that burning fire within us, in a sense, to accomplish something, to do something well, something that would last almost for eternity. And I think that's the message that we could get and we could learn from the parasha, that in our actions we should have passion. And this week, as we celebrated Purim, certainly we celebrated it with passion. Here in Dubai, there are so many celebrations around town, something that it wasn't here a few years ago. And I understand now in Bahrain, there was a beautiful celebration at the synagogue. Again, something that wasn't there for many decades. And so that fire, the fire of a Jew, the fire of our spirit, shall always be kindled and remain kindled to bring this passion, this connection, this energy, as fire represents energy in all what we do. And only this way we could be successful, we could perpetuate our traditions and our customs to the next generations to come, and really we could spread the light to the entire world. May it be that way. Amen. Ken Yehי Ratzon. Shabbat Shalom.